guys, it's Shaun Thomson here. Welcome back to another week on the lorry. It is currently Monday at 7 o'clock and we've just finished washing the lorry. I didn't get a chance to do it Friday, so we've just done it there. Anyways, we need to load up our food, go and get AdBlue, head to Fife and collect our load for down the road. Let's go. Alright, so you joined me an hour later. So originally I'd washed the lorry and planning to leave at just at like 7:10 and then go up the road to pick up the trailer. That's not happened. The AdBlue pump in the yard was broken, so I was trying to find a spare. Took me ages, couldn't find it. So we're now at BP here waiting, and it is 8:14, which means we're now an hour behind. It just goes to show you how the littlest thing can just kill a day. So we're just coming over the Queensferry crossing there after loading that lorry that you've just seen before me in Fife. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was having such a Monday. I'm actually fucking knackered. But anyways, we're dropping this lorry off at Salzburg and then we're going on a recovery, going back for this and then going down the road. So 2 jobs in one day, can't complain at that. Let's get this tip, go and get a set. I believe it's an 8-wheeler we're recovering, and then of course get back down the road. Right, here we are dropping this lorry off at Scud's yard. It's fucking dead as a donut. What? I took an hour and a half just to get it off because of how fucking dead it was. We had to jump start it. The jump pack didn't have enough battery in it, so we had to pull out all the fucking Anderson leads and crocodile clips and put us off. Now we got to go to this recovery. It's just a fucking shit Monday so far. Nothing's falling in. See if I hadn't slept in an hour. That's the reason we're putting it up here. Jesus Christ. And on that side too. I fucking love Glasgow, by the way. Lovely and tidy, the side here, lamp posts and all sorts, people everywhere. It's nice and calm. Fucking hell, I've now got this fucking stupid big tower in the middle of the road to go to. Actually, that's not that bad. It just looked pure tight. That's that big massive road. There's plenty of room. Oh yes. Oh, right, sorry I didn't get much footage there. It is fucking roasting today. It's saying it's 28 degrees, right? See if that's real. If this is telling the truth. In fact, let me just tell you on here the weather app. 27 degrees. It's fucking roasting, boys. Anyways, arrived on scene and it was blocking the building site, so I quickly just fired her in there, got her loaded up and fired on. But basically the middle axle is no longer part of the vehicle, so it's moving about like that. Luckily they managed to get the boy in and get him tipped, because obviously he was carrying a load of sand, I believe, for a building site. So luckily he was tipped, otherwise that would have been a fucking heavy load and I wouldn't have been able to do it, because it'd have probably been touching probably 44 tonnes just in the unit itself. So it'd have been a special job, but luckily it was emptied out just in case anybody's moaning, and it's fucked now, they can't move it, so we had to move it. It's rubbing on the Durabrights, as obviously the axle is just kind of floating about left to right. So now we're just heading for shots. We'll quickly drop it off there and then 5 minutes back down the road again, pick up our actual load, and then we'll drive down south. So a wee bit of a delay, but at the end of the day, it is an extra job, and extra jobs of course mean extra money, so you can't complain. Plus it's a recovery. If I remember correctly, recoveries, from my experience, recoveries charge an absolute fortune. That's probably 600 grand there. Anyways, 12 miles to shots. Right, let's see if we can get an angle of this fucking grinding. Right, that's it all delivered. Now let's head back over to Salzburg, or however the fuck do I say it, which is roughly about 5 minutes via, load our job up and then head south. Nice wee extra job in, so we can't complain. Alright, so we're back here for this unit that's going down south. It's dead again, so let's get a wee booster pack on it and let's get it charged. Now that the booster pack is charged. Oh, it's not gonna reach, bastard. That's an effort. I was always told when you boost these to put the side lights on. It's meant to make sure that the ECU doesn't blow or some shit. I don't know. I'm just gonna go by what I was told. Quickly flick this 24 volt on. Should be charging it, and this here machine should now start. Right. Let's see if she starts. Fuck me. I'm off the clock already, boys. Holy shit. Anyways, let's get that off. Leave this running for a wee minute and get loaded. Tell you something, for an export, it's probably one of the cleanest I've moved. Hopefully that's a good sign. No, I'll need to sort that. That's still acceptable. We're back down the ramp and hopefully straighten her up. There we go, all loaded up. Beautiful. Let's head for down south. It's now 5 o'clock. I think we're meant to be there for about 2 today, but we'll just deliver it tomorrow. The boat isn't until tomorrow, so it's alright. Alright, so it's been a couple of hours later, roughly about 3.5 hours later, and we're at the docks. They do close at 2 o'clock. It's currently 9 o'clock. We've got plenty of driving time, so I'm just going to take a wee drive round and double check that it's closed. There we go, welcome to the ports. Alright, so at least we can confirm that it is 100% closed. Barriers over, chain locked. But at least we tried. You never know in this job, sometimes places are open longer than they say. Let's go park up somewhere. You might be able to see the one we delivered last week. Oh yeah, there she's there, big, oh no. Oh god, she's already fucking went to Africa. Oh what? Oh, there's more trucks up here actually. Maybe they've moved it down the line. Oh no, there's there! Hey! You can see like dump on the generator on the back and the digger tracks. There she is there. Sitting ready to go to Africa. Then obviously I'll go as the one shipment then. Right, let's find somewhere to park. Right, I believe we found somewhere to park. There's nothing that says no parking. It's not a bus stop or nothing according to lines. But there's a wee food truck there tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's open around about 7, 8 o'clock. We'll go in there for a wee bit of scran because that looks fucking good. New battery, and we'll go have a look at the load. Just a wee industrial estate here, and I can't really see what this bit would be used for. There's plenty of room for turning off into that bit there. As you can see, still all nice and tight. I'm not gonna lie, that one needs tightened up. Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Oh fuck me gently, we've got some fluid leaking. Jesus, hopefully that's nothing important. Oh, lovely and tight. This one back here, lovely and tight. And the one thing I was worried about was it'd be slapping the deck. So I put the air out as much as I could so that it's sitting on these tyres, but I was worried that it would still slap the deck. I was watching the mirror anyways, you can kind of see it. But that is beautiful. So that's us all parked up. And there's somewhat nice wee spot. The port is literally 5 minutes that way as well. So I've got a nice easy start for tomorrow. Looks like a self-store centre. Just before we make dinner, I want to talk to you about a couple of wee upgrades we've made. First off, we've still to do the wiring in here. We now have a Wi-Fi box in here. Of course, running it off at the inverter. We're going to cable manage that a lot better. And now, up here, fishing bag, fishing rod. Look at that, man. This is a Abu Garcia Tormentor Travel Pro. And it fits just nicely in here. I've got my normal rod that I normally use as well. It's down here. If you can see, it's a hell of a lot longer than that one there, like almost double the size. And if I'm being honest, I don't like having it down there, especially for long journeys and stuff. Like, it's going to get damaged in the long run, whereas that one's up out the way. I'm quite glad I purchased that. Only 48 quid that was, which is lovely for an Abu Garcia rod. Then that way I can start doing my fishing again. I don't know if I've never actually posted a video on the channel, but when I used to do removals, whenever we've done a Highland trip, I'd always take my fishing rod because you park next to locks. So we've got that back in here, and hopefully it'll come in handy one day. For dinner tonight, steak, ragu. Aye. Oh boys, what a day that's been. So it is currently 9:36 on Monday. We're just quickly popping open a Corona because I don't have a bottle opener. Oh, fucking hell. And of course we have our steak ragu, which, not gonna lie, looks a bit shit, huh? It might be good. It might be good. it just doesn't look it right now. Or maybe once we mix it all in and it all kinda... Oh man, eating better in the lorry, but ding meals are just so much easier and just less hassle. We get a wee bit of steak on there as well. You know something? That's actually not bad. Probably not my favourite meal that I've had for the Tesco Finest range, or the Tesco meal deal range for that matter, but she's no half bad. But anyways, we get a 9-hour rest. Might do an 11, so I'm not wasting my 9s. I'll decide later on. I'll see you all in the morning. Alright, it's 7:30 Tuesday. Let's get our teeth brushed, a wee bit of food, and get this truck offloaded. Alright, so just did a walk around, checked all the straps and everything's looking alright. So I think I'm going to sit you up in that neck again
We'll hopefully get quite a good video of us arriving, taking it off and driving about. We've also got a new camera, the Insta360X we're going to be trying in this episode as well. It's meant to be a 360 camera. It's basically just another GoPro if I'm being honest. So we'll see how that works. So a lot of the footage you might see from now is from that. So let's go. So we're on the phone because the Insta's not working, but we're being a wee bit sneaky here at the port. We've got the lorry started using the booster pack, and I'll show you why in just a minute. The guy's been awkward again, so I'm being awkward with him. So he's rejected it because it's leaking, and they need to be in a roadworthy state for the ports. And the only reason it's leaking that oil is because the crane's been taken off the back of it. And someone's disconnected the pipe and not capped it, so I'll cap it with a microfiber zip ties, and he's happy with that. But he was going to reject it for a minute there. But the batteries are heavy probably in this, so get the booster pack wired up. I'll park the lorry on the opposite side of them so they can actually see me booster. It should be good. Right, here we are, mechanics. That's why they reject me here. Just coming out on the floor. That's why they're rejecting it. So back. Alright, so that's all tipped and offloaded. I'm just waiting to see what I'm doing next. I can't get a hold of Scott now, but I'll wait and see what's happening. So we're just parked up in here, this wee lay-by. We're going to get ourselves a wee bit of breakfast slash lunch slash dinner. Well, not dinner. And hopefully he gets back to us and lets us know what we're doing. I have my small old kettle that boiled in like a couple of minutes. I bought this one on eBay. It's been 10 minutes, still not boiled. It's a 24-volt one. It's like the exact same look and setup of my old one. Apart from this one takes 10 minutes to fucking boil the cunt. I'd have been quicker just microwaving it like I normally do, but I thought, to make myself a coffee in the morning and that, but no, if it takes 10 minutes to make a fucking coffee. Boys, it's been 15 minutes. I think we're just starting to get a wee bit of boiling there. I'm sending that back, Fucking 30 quid for a kettle, it takes 15 minutes to boil. I wish I still had my old one. I wish it didn't fall out the lorry and break, because that's just really annoying. 15 minutes to boil a kettle is... Anyways, we're having some hoisin duck noodles for naked, because... Oh, teriyaki. GG peeps, man. Right, so it is, what, 2 hours since we last updated you, and we're back here at the lovely Immingham docks. Now, the one thing I did notice, I was sitting here, I was like, I don't remember that building being there, right? Now, bear in mind, I can't see the top of that ship. You can see a lot more, right? Where I'm sitting, for where that line is, I can see it there. I'll bring it up to my head height. There you go, I can see that. I was like, well, it must be building a new building. Then I realised it's fucking shit. That's a vessel. That's a vessel and a half. Look at the size of it, man. If you're up here, it just looks like a regular old building. Look at the size of that vessel. It's going to take me a couple of seconds to drive down it, but anyways, we've only got one to pick up. I believe it's a rigid if we're only getting one, so hopefully it's that green one, the green chassis we picked out last week that I said was fucking gorgeous. It'd be quite nice if it's that. So let's go find it, get it loaded and get to Carlisle. That's weird. It's just a regular S-line. Maybe if I get no more to go. It's a tag. There's nothing fancy about it. It's part of the damages from where it's been sitting. The air is proper dropped out that, isn't it? Like, Jesus Christ. Alright, so I phoned the office and I'll get back to me, but here we are. A brand new S-line. I'll tell you something, right? For a Scania, like, they're not bad. I like these wee drawers. You know, I quite like the fact they've got some storage here, although it does take a bit of the room away. The Volvo obviously doesn't have this. But honestly, like, looking about them, they're not bad bits of kit. I know I slagged them, but they're not bad. And if you need any bulbs, do we need any bulbs or fuses? I don't know. But then we've got your tools back here as well, if I remember correctly from when I had mine in tool set. But no, it is a nice bit of kit, don't get me wrong. A nice wee lorry, a big lorry, S-line, it's a bed like. I could sleep in that. Right, we've got all the floor mats, we've got everything else. We're just waiting for it to build up air. As this one I think has been sitting a while because it is flat on its arse. Right, same as always, we pick these up, they want us to do a walk around check, make sure it's got everything, like its manuals and all that shit in there. And make sure that obviously there's no damage to the vehicle tyres, because then if I sign over that I'm happy with it, then it's my responsibility, so then it falls on me. So in here as well, we've got to check for the fuses and all that, everything's perfect. Obviously now we'll check the bodywork. I'd say the cab's alright, we've got the mats and all that jazz. Fucking some cunt stole a diesel tank, and in all seriousness, it does look alright. It does look alright. The only downside I've noticed here is if you look at the back, this flap's all bent in. Hopefully, I'd say that's alright, but they can be a bit picky, and I just want to impress them. That's pretty much it. The one thing I always need to check here as well is when it comes on and off the ferry for being kissed on the bottom. Right, so the company that we move these for, can't really disclose that name I don't think, but the company that I move these for basically told me that it's pretty much the same rate for taking this one as it would be too, which is... It's weird, isn't it? But okay. Better fuel economy, less time strapping up, less time unstrapping, less straps used. To move it over a bit because it wasn't quite on here. You see we've got a wee gap and we're just touching on that side. I keep doing that, I keep loading it, favouring that side, but I can never do it if it's the other way over. Fucking really annoying. Right, there we go, food done, shower done. An hour and 18 minutes we were because we were talking to a good pal, big fucking fucking corner over there we bumped into. I was meant to stop for a 45, but we've went a wee tiny bit over. But anyways, let's fire on up to Carlisle. We're not getting offloaded tonight anyways, so we should be fine. Alright. Alright, we couple of hours up the road. I've had to make a pit stop at the old Volvo truck and bus Carlisle. And I'll show you why in just a wee minute. Been to Volvo, got a new glass. Now we're fixing this problem. Right, we've got the ladder out. It's time to fix it. You can see where I had a disagreement with the container driver. I'll get into the story later once I've fixed it, because if I'm being honest, I don't know if it was me in the wrong or him, or 50-50, but either way, I came out first and he did. And it hams. Right, so it's actually fairly simple to do. Just got to take this wee module off, which is the kind of gimbal for moving it, and also running the heat stuff off the back of the smashed one. Put it onto the back of this new one, put the case back on here. That should all be sorted. Been relatively easy if I'm being honest. And then we'll work out what we're doing with this one. It just sits in there, as long as it's the right way around. Sits in there like that and slides up, nice and easy. Fucking can't believe it, one hand up car. Right. There's one changed, nice and clean and fresh. On to the next. Right, that's that one changed. Fairly simple again. Take the cover off, clicks on just as the other one done. That was a lot easier than I fucking thought. Maybe a new one of them because that's better. So it's funny when you bump into people. The people at Iveco are judging me for doing this outside their yard. If I dropped that, I'd just called it a day. Why the fuck can I not get this back on? That's why. Right, took a picture of the wiring. It goes yellow, blue, blue, red. Yellow, blue, blue, red. Goes there, and the red goes there. And then rinse and repeat with the top mirror. My body. Alright, it's the same as the other side, so we are golden. We'll get the other one on, disregard these smashed parts, then we're done. Right, mirror's fixed, as you can see there, everything's working perfectly, beer is made, butter chicken's cooked, and see you all in the morning. Alright, so it is 8 o'clock here. We're back at Volvo, or we're not back at Volvo, we've just stayed here overnight. We're just going to drive around the corner now, offload this Scania, and then Bob's my uncle. Right, we're 5 minutes later, we're round, we've got all set up, all unstrapped. We're just going to take this here machine off of the lorry. Sounds like a dream. Alright, that's that all off and delivered, and another one without a single damage. Yeah, I'm getting good at this here, look. All ticks. No damages. Now, this is where the fun stuff happens. Just got a phone call. Well, we got a phone call last night, but I knew this was happening. Keep it a secret. We are now heading to Preston to pick up my new trailer. And, I'm not gonna lie to you boys, I'm fucking buzzing now. Boys, I don't know if you can see that right out there, but there is a fighter jet flying about around here, and there's another one as well, just about to come across there. Look at that, right across the fucking motorway. Oh, Jesus. That is cool as fuck. I've lost the other one now. It's been a couple of minutes since the last fuel stop we did here, and here we are. I am buzzing. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm honestly fucking wrecked in it. Oh, cheesy peeps, man. Oh, cheesy peeps. Oh, Jesus. Just over there, somewhere in that mix of trailers, is our new trailer. So we've been told just to back into this yard and wait. He's making room in that yard, so we'll reverse in and do whatever we're doing to load them all up. But it'll be good. Oh, it's not going off. I suppose you'll see the rest in the next video. Alright, that is the end of the video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do want to see the second part to this video, it'll be up this Saturday at 7
7:30 UK time, and basically we'll see how the collection of the trailer goes. Sorry to leave you in a cliffhanger, but I feel that's the best way to make you want to come back and watch this this content. I don't know, I'm enjoying making these, and hopefully you guys are watching and enjoying them, but anyways, that's what it is. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. I feel like I've already said that. I'll see you guys in the next video.